Amsterdam. My favorite U.S. cities, I always love San Francisco and Boston, Seattle. We also have some really, really fond memories of playing the Texas State Fair last year. That was like our first show where we actually played in front of a big audience, and we were like, whoa, why are all these people here? And it was like, whoa, they're here to see us. And that kind of blew our minds, too, because we're so used to no one really caring. And up until that point, and then it was outdoors, and kids were fainting, and they had to get the fire hoses because it was so hot that day, and they sprayed down, 20,000 people or so. That was really intense.
What's your favorite song that you play with the Jonas Brothers? Which one do you like the best?
I love playing their single "Burnin' Up." It's always at the end of our show, and then the giant steel logo kind of comes down from the roof of the arena and lights on fire. And then there's just pretty much pyro explosions going off all over the stage. It's burning up, and they actually told me during tour rehearsals, you need to be careful where you stand because it could go off right underneath you. So that's always comforting to know.
And we've got it here, right here, BlueCultRadio.com, streaming all your favorites, Burning Up by the Jonas Brothers. Studio talking with Greg Grabowski, musician and bass players for the Jonas Brothers. I'm sure our listeners would love to know what a typical day is like on tour with the Jonas Brothers.
Well, for them, it's a lot different than it is for me. Those kids probably wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning. They start doing interviews and photo shoots and meet and greets. And pretty much when you see them on stage at the end of the night, that's them relaxing. That's like, finally, now we're here, we get to perform. And the hard part of their day is, those kids work harder than anyone I know. Me, on the other hand, I probably wake up around 12 or 1 in the afternoon and then try to go walk around the city that I'm in, head over, eat some dinner, play cards with some people, and wander up on stage at about 8 or 9. So we have it easy. But I feel bad for those kids.
What's it like for you being on stage in front of such an enormous amount of people?
You kind of have to start to drown them out after a while because, of course, the first few times it totally takes over and you get very nervous. But it's because it's my job and I have to do it every day. I can't let it get to me and get overwhelmed every time. So you eventually have to start drowning them out and then really focusing on what you're doing because, you don't want it to affect the performance.
And you guys are together day in and day out on this tour bus. You got any practical jokers on the bus? Any kind of antics going on?
I think I don't know why this happened, but we were in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and someone was dressed in the audience in a hot dog suit, like a full hot dog suit, and we noticed them. We have microphones on stage that we can all talk to each other with, and only we can hear them in our ears. So we pointed them out, and we're just like, wow, that's a hot dog dancing to our songs. And so then right before Burning Up, they threw it onto the stage, and so Joe actually took the hot dog suit and put it on and performed the rest of the show as a hot dog.
So has anyone ever tried to sneak onto your tour bus? And if they have, can you tell me later how they did it? Because
I have had actually, a lot of fans somehow figure out what hotels we're staying in, and they'll all get on the elevator with us, and I'm like, oh well, maybe they're staying on this floor too, and then we'll get off on the top floor, and then no one else will get off. It's like, oh no. The fans are great. They're very intense. And they love the Jonas Brothers, and
I love Garbo.
So they have to step up security sometimes, but we appreciate all of them.
So what about you? Have you gotten comfortable being approached by strangers in the street, or even some of us, your friends? Your friends were sitting here approaching you.
What friends? No, I don't know. It's a bizarre thing. I don't know. I never set out. I don't want to be famous. I don't enjoy the limelight or anything like that. I really just like being behind the scenes. That's all I really want to do. And I love meeting people and asking them what they think about the show and stuff, and getting feedback. But I don't know. And I'll never get used to it. And I don't think it really is going to last that much long anyway.
I know.
Me, not the Jonas Brothers, just me.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, I've got some interesting questions here for you, just for fun. We thought we'd, ask you some fun questions. If you could have a choice to have any superhuman powers, would you rather be invisible or have superhuman strength?
Well, I already have superhuman strength, so I'd have to go with invisible.
And if a movie was made out of your life, what actor would you like to have play you?
You know the guy who plays Stanley on The Office? I would love to see him play Greg Garbowski. That'd be a challenging role.
So who inspires you?
Who inspires me? Man, I'm gonna have to go stock answer here, but my dad probably. Really respect the guy and look up to how he treats other people, and learned everything I know from him. So
Well, I don't know if the way you were tonight is any indication. You learned it really well because you were fantastic with everyone out there tonight.
I'll let him know. I'll buy him a cupcake on my way home.
So we're all admiring you. Who do you admire? What celebrity do you admire?
I was wondering, someone asked me the other day if I can meet anyone and it would really affect me, who would it be? And fortunately, I've been blessed to be able to meet a lot of people because of this job. But the one guy that I think I would really go up to and embarrass myself with is the lead singer of the band MXPX, because they were my favorite band growing up, and Mike Herrera is their bass player, and he's the reason I started playing bass. And I haven't met him, but if I do, I might pee my pants and totally not come across as a professional. Actually, I have a funny story. Barry Gibb came out to a show. Barry Gibb, the lead singer of the Bee Gees, his daughter's a fan, and we knew he was there, and we saw him eating the food before, so we're getting changed for the show, and we're getting changed into our show clothes, and he walks into the dressing room as my pants are off. And he walked in just to wish us good luck. And so when I woke up that morning, I didn't think Barry Gibb was going to see me in my underwear, but there you go.
That really made your day, huh?
Yeah,
typical day on tour. Barry Gibb seeing me in my underwear. Yeah. I don't know. Better
Nice.
you than me. What philosophy do you live by? Do you have a favorite mantra or something that you think about every day that gives you strength?
I try to, treat everybody as I would like to be treated. And, I think that, especially with touring and all the traveling and the hurry up and wait, I think patience really comes into play a lot. Because, people start to complain after a while. It's like, man, what are we complaining? There's absolutely nothing to complain about. We have a great job, and we're with people that we love. So.
And we've got a song written by Greg Garbowski with the Jonas Brothers. We're going to